Ladies and gentlemen, Edwin Sifuna is making some strategic moves. And those moves are really worrying President William Samoei Arap Ruto. Yesterday, Edwin Sifuna held a meeting with Bukusu elders at the residence of Mukhisa, Kituyi.
I can feel it when you say you are Sifuna. Yes. I can feel the support. Hakuna hata kitu kingine naweza waomba zaidi. Wallahi. Wacha tuone kati yenu na mimi nani atatoroka wa kwanza. Wallahi. Atatoroka wewe, atatoroka. Mheshimiwa Mukhisa, nataka kuona hizi sura hapa. Kati yenu na mimi nani atanunuliwa wa kwanza? Hatuwezi kununuliwa baba. Acha tuweke bet leo, si ndio? Si mnaogopa nitanunuliwa? Pia mimi naogopa mtanunuliwa. Mnaogopa nitatoroka? Hata mimi naogopa mtatoroka. Siku ile nitageuka nyuma. Nikumbuke ile group ilikuwa hapa kwa Mukhisa. Mumenichocha, nimeingia gas vizuri, nimetangaza. Nigeuke nyuma nione hamko. Mungu aliye juu yeye ndiye atadili na nyinyi. So, mimi nataka niseme asante sana Mheshimiwa Peter Palanga. I have a lot of respect for that gentleman. He's been elected in Nakuru for many times. Tunaenda Nakuru tarehe 19. Ni yeye atakuwa host wetu hivi. Yeye ndiye atakuwa host wetu. Tumeenda Kenya mzima, hii message imekubalika. Na hii message si ati ni kwa sababu ati ni mimi. Hapana, Wakenya wanaumia. Wakenya wanaumia na Wakenya wamechoka. Ufisadi imefika level ambaye hatuwezi kuzungumza. Sasa hii kila kitu inanunuliwa.
And that's going to form the basis of this analysis. But before doing that, Edwin Sifuna was also at the home of Majimbo Kalasinga. And as you can clearly tell, the people heard he was around, and then they waited for him outside the gate. In this video, I want to reveal to you guys why the moves by Edwin Sifuna, especially the meeting with the elders, is worrying William Ruto, Wetangula, and Musalia Mudavadi. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, why are these meetings worrying President William Ruto? We all know that William Ruto's game plan for 2027 is clear. William Ruto is hoping to win the support of the loyal nation. Edwin Sifuna is now coming and disrupting that equation. William Ruto is also banking on the support of the Luo nation. Of course, for the Luo nation, Babu Wino is a bit of disrupting it. But in general, William Ruto's game plan was for the Western Alliance and then what they call now the small tyranny of numbers. But Edwin Sifuna is now coming. And from all indications, Edwin Sifuna is locking William Ruto out of some traditional ODM support base, which William Ruto was banking on, considering the fact that as we speak, Mount Kenya is out of the equation for William Ruto. So the meeting yesterday at Mukhisa Kituyi's residence is significant. First of all, the fact that Mukhisa Kituyi, a key figure from the Luhya nation, hosted this meeting is significant. So I want to explain to you guys why this meeting is worrying William Ruto. Before we do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I've been out of Kisumu. I'm actually in Nairobi for the past 2 days. A bit of tight schedule. Even this video, I'm doing it from my hotel room, but hopefully I'll be back in Kisumu for proper analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the reasons why Ruto is worried. Number one, Sifuna received official endorsement by the elders. Not just by the elders, but as their new political leader. So if you had projected Sifuna as just a Gen Z candidate, because that's what William Ruto had figured out, but now endorsement coming from the elders means that the Bukusu are now sending their son to go outside there. In the last election, the votes William Ruto got from Bungoma, or the support he got from Wetangula, is actually credited for his win. In fact, there are those who believe that if Wetangula had not joined William Ruto, if he had stayed with Raila Odinga, probably the 2,000 votes William Ruto got in favor, to win the presidency, he would not have received them. So now where William Ruto got those votes is where now we have Sifuna taking charge. So William Ruto is really worried because there's always the spiral effect. Sifuna is now being accepted, especially in almost the entire Luhya nation. And that's something which Ruto is not taking lightly. Number two, Sifuna is keen on something. He wants to declare his bid, but is marking his time. He wants to try and consolidate the alleged bases first. One of Sifuna's alleged base is the Gen Zs. And Sifuna has challenged the Gen Zs that for him to run, they must go and register as voters. So he's monitoring very closely how the voter registration targeting the young people is going on. Importantly, Sifuna has also launched a website. And in that website, Sifuna expects at least 1 million young people to register. I'll check, but by the time of doing this video, I'm not even sure how many people have registered. So his first base, the young people. Then our politics is always tribal. You must have a stronghold. And in most cases, these strongholds are our tribal bases. Sifuna first contested in Kituyi. He was humiliated. Then Raila took him to Nairobi. And of course, in Nairobi, he won. He began his presidential journey in quotes from Nairobi. But now he's going to the stronghold of Bukusu to try and consolidate. So the elders' endorsement basically means that it's trying to consolidate the base. And the truth is, if he's going to successfully manage to consolidate that base, then it's going to lock Wetangula, it's going to lock Ruto, and the rest from Bukusu. And the spiral effect would be to these other places. And why is William Ruto worried? If you look at Bungoma County, William Ruto managed to win the presidential votes. And of course, he was able, despite the fact that there was a strong wave of Ford Kenya, he was still able to win how many seats there? 3 or 4. Remember, Ruto is losing several seats in Mount Kenya. So he had hoped to win several seats in Bungoma, despite the fact that Wetangula has refused to fold his party. He's planning to go there full throttle. But now Sifuna is coming with another wave, which means even the number of MPs from Bungoma is going to be a bit complicated for him to win. So he's very worried. Number 3, there's supposed to be a major Linda Grounds event in Bungoma. Sifuna has held a rally in Kitengela. He's held a rally in Kakamega. He's held a rally in, where was the last place? Mombasa. Today, he's in Nakuru. What about Bungoma? So I think he's trying to lay the ground for a massive political rally in Bungoma, because you can't claim to be a leader managing politics in other regions, but you can't hold a major political event in your own place. So for me, I tend to think that that's exactly what he's trying to do, to organize a major political event for Linda Ground in Bungoma, and is starting by consolidating the ground. And importantly, these strategic endorsements are very important for Sifuna, politically speaking. Why? I just want to give you an example. Sifuna has emerged as the face of Linda Ground and is taking advantage of that. But strategically and politically, the leader of that group is James Orengo. But outside Linda Ground, is Orengo making efforts outside Linda Ground? Okay, there's Linda Ground, but you can see Sifuna going to Bungoma, meeting elders. The other day you saw Sifuna in a different event. For Orengo is waiting for the rallies. So which means Sifuna is getting some strategic endorsements from the young people. The ANC has already received this endorsement. From Bukusu elders, the other day he was endorsed by the elders from Vihiga, yeah, county. I think there was even lawyer elders who endorsed him in Kakamega when they were with the Otsosi. So someone like Babu is also not getting these strategic endorsements. For example, you'd have expected the Luo elders to endorse Babu. So Sifuna is doing something strategically, targeting endorsements from key groups, which in my view is going to help him. And you see, those strategic endorsements are dangerous political moves. And lastly, lawyer politics. You see, if Sifuna had not emerged, do you think the Luo nation would have voted for Kalonzo or say Matiang'i? They would have easily voted for Ruto. But now Sifuna is coming as a major political force. You get it? Do you think that cannot worry William Ruto? Because the emergence of Sifuna in lawyer politics is affecting William Ruto more than any other person. That's why there have been people who suggest that William Ruto should make Edwin Sifuna as his running mate in 2027. I don't know what to think, but the truth is Sifuna's entry into the real politics is now complicating the equation for President Ruto in a very big way. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.